Are you tired of being a noob in Roblox clanning and always at the bottom of the leaderboard? You know, the Roblox E-women, the E-clanning women, they don't like you. They're like, ugh, whenever he shows up to a raid or defense. Well, guess what? Papa Bob's Kryex has you covered. In this video, we will be covering pro player settings and professional peripherals. Without further ado, enjoy the video. So first, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my settings. I just use 400 DPI with 6 out of 11 mouse pointer speed. And again, I haven't really been playing a ton, but this is probably one of the best overall like sensitivities that you can use for your mouse. I mean, if you take a look at the list and spreadsheet that I posted in the description, you will see most players do use this. And again, I'm probably not really the best right now, so I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends and kind of straying away. As you guys can see, the video consistency hasn't been the best, but you know. Alright, so first up, there is Haypro. It's 200, 6 out of 11. And now he does use a 1920 by 1080 monitor. Again, this is from about like 2 years ago. I don't really know of anyone that really keeps up with some of the latest stats, but you know, this is what they were using. Haypro was considered to be one of the best like Roblox clanners and aimers at one point, because there would be these games that would come out. Haypro was just, you know, he's just insane, and I've 1v1 that man. It's just crazy. And so 200, 6 out of 11 is very slow. You will need a lot of mouse pad space. You'll need very different grip. I mean, you can use claw grip, but sometimes fingertip grip might work well with this, because this one you're just really gonna need to move your mouse around a lot, especially if you're like having to swing around and like do different scenarios and all that stuff. So yeah, that's 200, 6 out of 11. Again, he has a 360 hertz monitor, and I would definitely recommend, if you're stuck with a 60 hertz monitor, check your monitor's properties. Make sure you've got anything better than 60 hertz. Even if you move up to 144 hertz, you are going to see probably a 90% aim improvement, just because of the quality of the monitor and the mouse smoothness. I'm telling you, you will be able to aim 10 times faster. But I know some people aren't in a situation where they're able to, you know, afford something like that. But you know, I would definitely look into that if you haven't already. All right, so next up we do have Outflash was 206 out of 11. Evilsworn is 106 out of 11. That is way too slow for me personally, because I do have a 2560 x 1440 monitor, and so that means my DPI is a little bit like, whenever I put it on 100% or 100 DPI, it is very slow. So this for me is not gonna work. Does not work. Like if you're on a 2560 times 1440 monitor, I would recommend at least you know, 400 and above DPI. But if you're on a 1920 by 1080, try out the 106 out of 11. See how you like it. So these slower DPIs just allow you to have that pinpoint precision, so like you can really focus on the target, because let's be real, Lego characters don't move around a ton. But I mean, if you're using like a recon class, shock trooper class, you know, your DPI and stuff is going to change. Like some people have it where you can switch around cursors, or I mean DPI, while you're mid-match. So I would definitely recommend just trying out DPIs, stuff like that. But I would say, for me personally, the 406 out of 11 is definitely the sweet spot. So next up, you do have late download, and that's going to be 450, 4 out of 11 Windows mouse sensitivity. And again, this is a little bit slower, but this is also a pretty good sweet spot. So I would definitely recommend this one. He is on a little bit bigger of a monitor. He's on a 2560 x 1440 monitor, so a 1440p monitor. And so again, might be a little bit different for him than a 1080p monitor, because the bigger the monitor is, you know, whenever you have that increased resolution, your mouse sensitivity does have to adapt, because like there is a lot more screen space. And so I mean, this is a very good sensitivity to use. Again, I would highly recommend just trying out as much as you can, and especially at different distances, because you know 200 is going to be probably the best at a long range distance. But if you're using a 400, that's also you're able to flick around at MQC and CQC as well as long range. So I feel like 400 is definitely the sweet spot. Again, I'm probably gonna glaze 400 DPI this entire video, but yeah. And so if you guys just want to take a look at the list again, Drain Tech's at 200, 6 out of 11. Yeah, Enigma Penguin, 400, 6 out of 11. Meme Series 100, 6 out of 11. Chalice 500, 6 out of 11. Avatron 1200, 6 out of 11, and he's still really good. So you know, you'll have certain oddballs that will use very fast DPIs. You know, everyone just has a different preference, and you know, some people are able to learn and adapt on these very high DPIs rather than doing a very slow one, because some of these people may not have a lot of mouse room. They have a different style of grip on their mouse. Hey, that sounds weird, but look. You know, your mouse does make a big difference too. So if you guys do not have a wireless mouse, I would definitely recommend investing into a wireless mouse. I mean, you got different glorious products, stuff like that, but I would recommend looking on YouTube, see if there's anything that would, you know, kind of catch your eye that might look like it'd be a good wireless mouse, because when you have that cord, you're just not going to be able to flick as much. And you know, this is going to help. Like if you get a wireless mouse, it's going to help you flick better. You'll be able your aim better. So I'm telling you, you'll never go back once you get a 1440p and up monitor or a wireless mouse. So kind of just going back through the top list again. I mean, you got Reaper Magic is at 1200, 6 out of 11. Major is 54 out of 11. That is so slow. That is insane. But Oddities at 1600, 5 out of 11. Drainsight 1600, 2 out of 11. Catalyst 1600, 3 out of 11. Hecacia 100, 6 out of 11. Past Light 400, 6 out of 11. Looks like Jaws is not on there. Caspian 450, 6 out of 11. Surfa 300, 6 out of 11. 12 at 400, 4 out of 11. Evilsworn 400, 4 out of 11. So, and you're able to see a very consistent pattern with the mouses on the right side. Everyone is using a Logitech G Pro X Superlight, and I don't blame them. And then you've got the Razer Viper Minis. So between those two are some of the best wireless mouses that you can have. I have a Logitech Superlight myself, and you know, I would definitely not go back to a standard wired mouse. And so I'd see if you can, you know, save up some birthday money, Christmas money, get a little job or something. I know it's hard for us clanners to have a job, but you know, see if you could save up, get something like that for yourself. I would definitely look into upgrading your peripherals, especially. But again, there is people, I mean, Majors looks like he's using a 60 hertz monitor. I don't know if that's still the case in 2025, but I mean, a lot of these players, the consistency, like from pro players, like you go down the list, it's going to be around 400 6 out of 11 to 200 6 out of 11. And so I mean, I would just test around, see what works with you. I mean, you can spar with friends, spar here on AIM H4X, spar on Future Tops rework, and you will improve. If you're like this DPI is way too slow, then just play with it more. Your body will naturally adapt to that. And the thing is, you know, I advocate for this, and I don't really do it myself, but if you're playing a lot of Roblox clanning, don't change your DPI a lot whenever you go to other games, because your natural like reflexes and aim, like wrist movements and stuff, will already be adapted to that DPI, because you're using that DPI in all instances, like all games. You're using it while you're browsing, stuff like that. And I know it can be kind of slow, but whenever I was really into it, I would always use 400 6 out of 11. Anything I did, it was a little bit slow, but I mean, definitely helps whenever you're getting back into it, like you've already got the movement there and stuff. So yeah, guys, I mean, let me know what you guys think about the video. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know some of the best player settings, stuff like that, because dated settings on there. But I would definitely take a look at this spreadsheet, try out some of the settings on your own, see how it does, but just give it a chance. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to give me a sub. I'm trying to get Roblox clanning on the map. You know, we really gotta push this genre if it's gonna grow. So if you guys you know, post montages, post videos like this, it probably will definitely help the genre. And so yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Kind of a little bit of a, you know, not the most entertaining video, but you know, definitely a video that's gonna help some of you guys out with your aim. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.